break. In March, it's crazy with the students ready to rock it with their cock out, with their titties out. It's the place to be. So,
what did he say? So, what I like to watch when I'm not watching Dead by Daylight is true crime shit. I watch Mr. Ballin and That Chapter. Those two people are really insane at their stories that they bring up. Plus, they always say that Ears is a liar and there's a lot of murders in England, so that's why I like them. But yeah, this is... I just want to let you know I watch it. Okay. Bro, I love you guys that post in chat. No, I don't want to do that one. I want to do that one. I love you guys that post in chat. I really do. But yeah, this is
Mark
what I
and his
watch.
friends, they would all meet back up in their hometown of Santa Fe. They would lash into the car, and then they would put the foot down and empty the gas tank. They had a room booked at what was then the Sheridan Hotel in South Padre, and from there on, bros, beers, babes, more beers, more bros, and then more babes. And this wasn't their first time there. They'd partied on Padre twice before, but this time it was kind of special, because next year, some of them were moving away. They were moving out of Texas. So in all of their minds, it was kind of like, this could be the last time we're all together. You know, the four boys are on this trip together. But that was something Mark really needed after focusing so hard on the extremely tough semester. As I said, there was no partying, there was no nothing. So now he needed to really blow off steam. He had just finished 2 really tough exams right before the break. And so Mark...
How do you think this guy blows off steam? I'm probably going to let you know right now. Let me do this so I got a little bit of color behind me. There you go, okay. I'm going to let you know he's probably going to kill somebody. That's how these videos normally go. The chapter, I love you to death, but it's probably going to be a murder.
And his friends, Brad, Bill, and Brent,
Is it more...
That's not confusing enough. They drove all night and arrived at the Sheridan Hotel at 10.
Was that 3 mullets in a row?
More babes. And this wasn't their first time there. They'd partied on Padre twice before, but this time it was kind of special.
Bro,
because
no way. Was there
next
3
year,
mullets
some of them
in a
were
row?
moving away. They were moving out of Texas. So in all of their minds, it was kind of like, this could be the last time we're all together. You know, the four boys are on this trip
Murder
together.
somebody and see what
Mark
happens, you fuckers.
after focusing so hard on the
Really
extremely
bad
tough
decision.
semester. As I said, there was no partying, there was no nothing. So now he needed to really blow off steam. He had just finished 2 really tough exams right before the break. And so Mark and his friends, Brad, Bill, and Brent, that's not
they
drove all night and arrived at the
Hold on, I fucked up.
That was something Mark really needed after focusing
I keep
so
fucking
hard
up. I'm
on
trying
the
to wait for
extremely
these
tough
mullets.
semester. As I said, there was no partying, there was no nothing. So now he needed to really blow off steam. He had just finished 2 really tough exams right before the break. And so Mark and his friends, Brad, Bill...
Okay, let me look. Did I not call 3 fucking goddamn mullets? Tell me there's not 3 mullets there. Ali C, I'm looking for you. It's not 3 mullets? Look at those fucking mullets. All of them are so strong. We got corduroy, we got plaid, we got stripes. I don't even fucking know what the fuck is going on here.
And Brent, that's not confusing enough. They drove all night and arrived at the Sheridan Hotel at 10 a.m. That was on Saturday the 11th of March, which was about a day or 2 before everything would get completely crazy. And so the partying began and they went at it hard. The first thing they did was a swimming pool party, which was sponsored by a local beer company. Then they found out that in their hotel, the room directly across from theirs, there's a bunch of college chicks in there. They partied with them, then they went to a Miss Tan Line contest. It rules. They were having like the best time ever. On Saturday, they drove across to Brownsville, a town about half an hour away, to hang there. And on the way, they met a couple of young women from Kansas, asking if they knew how to get to Matamoros, a town in Mexico, the twin, essentially, of Brownsville. And Mexico, again, it would also be packed with American students. This whole area was packed, and the students just flocked here. And especially down to Mexico, where, you know, the rules were a little bit looser than they were in America, and the drink was a lot cheaper. So they partied in Matamoros before returning back to Padre Island, trying to sleep off the hangover. Little did any of them know that back in Matamoros, a guy named El Padrino was looking for someone exactly like them. A white spring breaker, a gringo. Not for really any good reason. He was...
Just so you know, I've been to Mexico twice. I've been to Mexico in Cancun. And in Cancun, I went like outside of the area, and some cops tried to shake me down because I can speak Spanish. They let me go. But my brother was shook down in the same area, in that bad area in Cancun. But then I went to Tijuana with my mom and my brother. And yeah, I did not. They were totally looking for vacation people to spend money. They didn't do anything dirty. But in Cancun, if you left where the resorts were, like if you go to Daytona, there's like a strip of Daytona. If you go out of it in Cancun, you're going to fucking die. I'm just going to let you know. It
looking
was
for
really
their
crazy.
brains. Quite literally their brains. They would be offered
It was
to
really
Elegua,
crazy
who's their
to
god,
think of.
the god, the dark god they were praying to. They would find their victims and they would force them violently to lie down.
So if you live in a hurricane area, what normally happens is you have like these doors, these shutters that come down to block the shit. That's what they have in Mexico at the end of the night. If you have a store near a vacation place, that's what your house looks like. You have to pull... Okay.
On an altar, and then they would be flayed, they would be skinned, they would be scalped, they would be dismembered,
Yes.
all while alive, before their hearts would be ripped out.
So now, what he's describing right now is very vulgar. You know what I mean? Like somebody being... But that's what happens in the drug game. So all you have to do is say, hey, drugs are legal, and I'm going to let companies in the United States make drugs. Now, once again, if they make these drugs, I'm going to do some of them. I'm a little fucking druggy. But I'm not going to do all of them. So, like, if these people are like, hey, we're going to make all these drugs and not give it to the Mexicans or the Colombians or the... Makes sense. Don't give them the money for these things. You take it. Like, instead of making it 5 times the cost, make it 2 times the cost and add taxes. So make it 2 times plus taxes. You can redeem taxes, and the medical industry can get the other 1 times on how much it costs to make it. That's double. That is an insane profit margin, and I say we do it. So yeah, I really don't.
The victim's brains
Like
would go to El
blocking
Padrino,
drugs.
the fingers to his lackeys.
I'm
and
not
all
gonna
of
do
them
every
would share
drug if
in
you make it
eating the
legal,
heart.
fuckers.
Brains,
Calm
blood,
down.
heart, bones, penis, and balls would be offered to the god, and in return they would receive blessings. It was ancient superstitions, sacrifices, a mixture of religions from Africa, from the Aztecs, and Christianity. It was to remove curse.
So I don't know what these people are talking about, but in the Americas in the early times, you have Creole people that are French, Haitian. Either like Creole, they're like French and redneck. But if you come from Haiti, you are not eating people. You know what I mean? And then the other people are from the United States. You're not eating people either. So I don't know who would be eating people unless they were severely satanic.
And to destroy their enemies. And they needed an army of souls to do it. That's what they were doing. They were stealing and they were eating souls. And so...
Once again, how many souls are you going to get? I don't know any... Where... Oh shit, I fucking... Hold on. I think I fucked the whole thing up. Hold on, let me fix it. This is why I don't do live streams.
Mark and his friends, they would all meet back up in their hometown of Santa Fe. They would lash into the car, and then they would put the foot down and empty the gas tank. They had a room booked at what was then the Sheraton Hotel in South Padre, and from there on, bros, beers,
South Padre
bang,
Island.
4 beers, 4...
I think South Padre... I speak Spanish and I sound like an idiot. I'm assuming South Padre Island is in like San Diego or San Francisco, somewhere in that cove. I don't know, but it is in America. Let me see what happens.
Bros, and then more babes. And this wasn't their first time there. They'd partied on Padre twice before, but this time it was kind of special because
So yeah, there's different places. There's South Padre Island in San Francisco. I think there's what the fuck is that place called in the Grand Canyon on the Colorado River? There's a place there too you can go, like pull your teddies out. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what we're talking about. I'm not gonna pull my titties out. Wait, did you guys? Wait, oh, you got. All right, you guys pay for it. You got it.
next year, some of them were moving away. They were moving out of Texas. So in all of their minds, it was kind of like this could be the last time we're all together. You know, the four boys are on this trip together. But that was something Mark really needed after focusing so hard on the extremely tough semester. As I said, there was no partying, there was no nothing. So now he needed to really blow off steam. He had just finished 2 really tough exams right before the break. And so Mark...
So I'm just going to let you guys know, if I was going to try to blow off steam off a couple of exams, I'd probably kill a couple of hookers and throw them into the water. No, that's not what I would do. But somehow I've never watched this story before. I think this is what's going to happen. So please hang with me, guys.
And his friends, Brad, Bill, and Brent, that's not confusing at all.
Bro, there's so many mullets. The 3 mullets. I don't know if you guys, okay, listen. So you guys are stupid. You guys don't know calculations. There's calculations that run true with everything. 3 mullets, hold on. 3 mullets equals 2 homicides all the fucking time. That's what the skill set means.
They drove all night and arrived at the Sheraton Hotel at 10 a.m. That was on Saturday, the 11th of March, which was about a day or two before everything would get completely crazy. And so the partying began, and they went at it hard. The first thing they did was a swimming pool party, which was sponsored by a local beer company. Then they found out that in their hotel, the room directly across from theirs, a bunch of college chicks in there. They partied with them, then they went to a Miss Tan Line contest. It rules. They were having like the best time ever.
A Miss Tan Line contest? Let me show you guys my tan lines. Sorry, you saw my nipple. God damn it. Look, I have none. I have no tan lines. I have, like, I could kill. Okay, but yeah. Let's go.
On Saturday, they drove across to Brownsville, a town about half an hour away, to hang there. And on the way, they met a couple of young women from Kansas, asking if they knew how to get to Matamoros.
That's why I met a lot.
The twin, essentially, of Brownsville. And Mexico, again, it would also be packed with American students. This whole area was packed, and students just flocked here. And especially down to Mexico, where, you know, the rules were a little bit looser than they were in America. And
in Mexico are the rules looser?
So they partied in Matamoros before...
So... No, let me let you guys know. Do you think the rules are a little looser in Mexico? I'm going to have to guess yes. You can buy weed, heroin, fentanyl, your mom's DNA. You can fuck your uncle. You can, yeah, it might be a little...
Turning back to Padre Island, trying to sleep off the night. Little did any of them know that back in Matamoros, a guy named El Padrino was looking for someone exactly like them. A white spring breaker, a gringo. Not for really any good reason.
I hate when he says gringo. I know what he means. So if you guys don't know what gringo means, like in the army always has green arm... ropas, clothes. Ropas is clothes in Spanish. But, so soldiers always wear green clothes. That was their camouflage till they came up with digital camouflage. So gringo means that you wore this green outfit and the people said, hey, you're green, go away, get away from here. And that's where gringo comes from. So when somebody says gringo now, like, you're going to get fucked if somebody's calling you a gringo in Mexico.
He was looking for their brains. Quite literally, their brains. They would be offered to El Egua, who's their god. The god.
I'm sorry, but that's what it means. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I've ever heard that makes any sense on what gringo means, and I have to agree with it because ever since, like, Roosevelt and shit, they had, like, a tan shit for the desert. They went green for Vietnam and everything else. So.
The dark god they were praying to. They would find their victims, and they would force them violently to lie down on an altar, and then they would be flayed, they would be skinned, they would be scalped, they would be...
Okay, hold on. He's saying a lot of shit, and I'm not that drunk yet. I'll be right back. That was very aggressive.
dismembered, all while alive, before their hearts would be ripped.
Why would they be? I don't get what you mean by eats their fucking souls. Like,
the victims' brains would go to El Padrino, the fingers to his lackeys, and all of them would share in eating the heart. Brains, blood, heart, bones, penis, and balls would be offered to the god, and in return they...
That's getting very aggressive. So just so you guys know, like, killer whales will only eat the liver of great white sharks. Only because the liver is the best part of the shark to eat. Like, nutritionally, they've learned to only eat the liver of great white sharks. If a killer and a human killer is killing everybody and, like, murdering their whole body, they're just a psychopath. Because these fucking orcas, or, like, if you don't know, an orca is a dolphin. And it is, like, the most psychopathic. It's like a cat. Like, play with your cat. Flick a thing in front of your cat will murder it. You flick something in front of an orca, it will murder it. Just like it's the largest dolphin. It's so much faster than great white sharks. There's no way you would ever.
It was ancient superstitions, sacrifices, a mixture of religions from Africa, from the Aztecs, and Christianity. It was to remove curses and to...
you don't have any shit that's from Africa, Aztec, and Native American. Okay, there's nothing that ever crosses over that. Those fucking 3 continents are so fucking far apart. There is no fucking way they ever interject in anything.
Destroy their enemies, and they needed an army.
Like, if you want to interject in, like, dinosaurs, maybe, but no, nothing else.
Army of souls to do it. That's what they were doing. They were stealing and they were eating souls. And so they now needed a gringo to summon the Great Knight. What better time to get one than at spring break?
Bye.
Drive safe.
We'll take care of everything.
Brownsville had been getting...
Okay, so I don't understand. Somebody just said they're going to summon the Great White Knight? Is that what he said? Like, what could you be fucking summoning? Like, what the fuck are you summoning? What is... Let's
darker
watch.
The past number of years, as the drugs trade only grew, growing exponentially. Violence had become more and more prevalent. You know, the economy, Matamoros, just across the border, the very, very same. But the boys weren't concerned about that. They were partying hard. They were barely sleeping. Like I said, they knew this could be one of their last spring breaks. They didn't want to waste a second of it sleeping. You gotta be going hard every second. On March 13th,
I
it was the
understand
Brownsville,
about
but
that.
the mood
I
was
got-
kind of like meh. They wanted to rage harder, and so they went across the border to Matamoros. That night alone, there was 15,000 American students partying in Matamoros along the main drag alone and in like downtown. But on the outskirts of downtown, gunfire was a common occurrence, as was murder and theft. They were going in and out of bars, looking for the parties, which was everywhere. The party was everywhere, looking for girls. And Mark, he was in there like swimwear with a Miss Tanline contestant. But come like 2 a.m. that night, Bill, Mark's closest friend out of the entire group, he said,
Okay, so let me let you know what I speak fluent Spanish. If you guys don't know, yo por hablar español no es un problema. Es una lengua, es mi segunda lengua. You know, no tengo un problema. This motherfucker went to Mexico, and I'm pretty sure he got drunk with his friends and he's looking for a hooker. Okay, is what I'm gonna have to guess happened. I don't know why the fuck he went like dead balls into fucking. I mean, I do. If you're drunk, you cannot. Like, bro, I don't.
listen, we need to go to bed. We're running on fumes at this point. They were all fairly pissed at this stage.
No, I agree with him. I think that guy got killed because he was looking for a hooker. I would guess either that or he was looking for like heroin or something stronger, and he said he had money, so they just took his money. That's what I'm gonna guess.
So Bill, Brent, and Brad, they stumbled out of the bar they were in. They started walking.
If you guys want to go to Mexico, take me. Yo para hablar español, and yo conozco la what are they called? La grupos de. I don't know.
Along the main drag back towards America, there was a bridge which crossed the border back into America, right? And Mark was right behind him. He was chatting away to Miss Tanline over here. They were only about a block away from the bridge that would take them back into Brownsville, car, home. At one point, Mark was talking to this Miss Tanline contestant. He was talking to her just outside the house. She was crashing in. Bill was just around the corner. He was peeing. While Brad and Brent, they were a distance ahead, walking away. Mark, he was alone, and Bill just happened at one point to turn towards Mark, and he saw Mark talking to a Mexican fella. He didn't really hear anything he was saying, but he saw him turned away, and when he looked back, Mark.
So just so you know, if I was going to try to take Americans for hostage, not like taking Mexicans and just killing them like they normally do. If I was going to try to take Americans for hostage, and I would be by the border. In Mexico, the border is called La Frontera. And La Frontera, that's where you would want to be if you wanted to take people. So I've been to Mexico before, but I don't go near the border. I've been near the border once, and then I've never gone back because I'm scared. So yeah, don't go near the border. Go to Cabo San Lucas, Cancun, Cozumel, those three places. Don't go anywhere else.
Mark was gone. Mark, he had been shoved into a truck and he'd been driven away. They were driving Mark, as you can imagine, absolutely terrified in the back of this truck. They drove for a couple of blocks. The driver then had to stop off and take a leak. At this point, Mark managed to bust out of the back of the truck and sprint down the road, only for a car that was following the truck to pull over. Guys got out of the car, grabbed Mark, dragged him into the car, and off they went. From there, Mark was dragged into hell.
So just what you know is like, if you run away from those people, they were smart enough to have a trail. They had people following them. No, I've done a lot of criminal shit in my life, but that is fucking insane. To be able to pay somebody to follow your convoy in case something happens, that's pretty crazy. Like, that's pretty crazy. I really don't understand that.
Mark's friends, when they realized he was gone, they searched Matamoros till dawn. Eventually, though, after not finding him for hours,
you're not gonna find him.
they were like, okay, maybe he made it back to Padre Island. Maybe he's back at the hotel already. Of course, when they got back to the Sheraton Hotel.
If you ever go to a weird ass country and your somebody disappears, they're dead or they're in some kind of holding, run back to your home and never go back.
Brad, Bill, and Brent were even more dismayed to not find him. And so they began thinking, all right, they were starting to panic, but at this point you're like, oh, maybe he hooked up with Miss Tanline. She's going to give him a ride back. He'll turn up, right? Wrong. It was then they went to the South Padre Island Police Department and it reported
he's not going to turn up. They're going to
Mark Kilroy missing. Now, this was taken seriously from the get-go. They generally did take this very seriously, as you would hope and as you would imagine. But kids going missing during spring break, it's not like an uncommon occurrence. The first thing the police did, they went to the Mexican...
So I do agree. Like in summertime in Cancun, summertime, Daytona Beach, New Smyrna Beach, Panama City, whoever's gonna have event for summer vacation, I'm assuming you're gonna have a lot of fucking predators. You're a predator, I'm gonna say in Scottish. So, yeah.
Inside, and they checked the jails there, they checked the hospitals there. He was not there. Things, in fact, went into a higher gear than normal, because Mark's father, Jim Kilroy, he had a brother named Ken Kilroy, who worked in the U.S. Customs Service Department. So Ken was quickly able to put the word out, let's put a bit of effort behind this, lads. Soon, Mark's parents...
So, wait, what? So did he just say a guy had an uncle in customs? What was that? What he said? Hold on. What did he say?
But at this point, you're like, oh, maybe he hooked up with Miss Tanline. She's going to give him a ride back. He'll turn up, right? Wrong. It was then they went to the South Padre Island Police Department and it reported Mark Kilroy missing. Now, this was taken seriously from the get-go. They generally did take this very seriously, as you would hope and as you would imagine. But kids going missing during spring break, it's not like an uncommon occurrence. The first thing the police did, they went to the Mexican side and they checked the jails there, they checked the hospitals there. He was not there. Things, in fact, went into a higher gear than normal, because Mark's father, Jim Kilroy, he had a brother named Ken Kilroy, who worked in the U.S. Customs Service Department.
Okay, so listen, if you guys want to talk about white privilege, that's what the fuck white privilege is. If this guy said his kid was missing and they didn't find him in Mexico yet, so he went to this fucking customs agent. There was a stepbrother, and he fucking got whatever he wanted. I guarantee if my fucking sister goes missing in Mexico, I won't get the same fucking goddamn privilege. So I'm just going to let you guys know.
So Ken was quickly able to put the word out, let's put a bit of effort behind this, lads. Soon, Mark's parents were down in Brownsville and Matamoros, handing out flyers, asking in every establishment if they had seen him, if they knew anything. There was a task force set up specially for Mark, 10 people working full-time on this. And the friends, they were scrutinized hard, Bill, Brent, and Brad. Were you guys doing drugs? Were you banging hoes? No. They were clean as a whistle. The hardest thing they were doing was alcohol. These were not, people who get caught up with the wrong crowd with cartels or any shit like that where you think something might go wrong for Mark.
Okay, so just let me let you know. What he's saying right now, nobody goes to Mexico to have a clean slate. They go to have a clean slate so nobody knows you're doing cocaine and fucking heroin and fucking hookers. That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys do not fucking know. There's no way you go to Mexico. You do not know. Yeah, no, this guy's a liar. I like this guy, but he's a liar. If you go to Mexico, you're going for fucking prostitutes and cocaine.
It did, but they didn't know it. They were simply there drinking, they were flirting, they did not get lucky, I know that game.
Shut up,
and
you're
that was
lying.
it. Last time they'd seen Mark, he was speaking to a Mexican guy, end of. There were no leads at all for what happened to Mark. The investigators were giving everything they had to solve this case, but no cracks, no nothing.
I'm not giving any more fucking goddamn privilege to this fucking guy. I love this guy to death. I love the chapter and his shit. But I swear to fucking God, I will stick through here with my fucking drinking.
No matter how much media
Just
attention
to
it
not
got,
let this
how
guy
often Jim
fucking
and
get
Helen
away
walked
with
the
this.
streets with flyers, offering $15,000 for information, it was leading nowhere. One Mexican official, Officer Benitez Ayala, he then took over the case on the Mexican side as they were essentially kind of joining forces, and he began cracking skulls. He was like the top guy looking after this on the Mexican side, and rumors began that it was a group of students from the nearby university. They had been kidnapping children.
Don't fuck around, asshole. Come on, you were being very dominant. I hope you're being dominant after this.
Sacrificing them to Satan, to dark gods, to all this kind of stuff. And they had taken Mark. Or it was, the police already knew exactly where Mark was, but they were too scared to go after him. On the 4th of April, the Kilroys, Mark's parents, they got a call saying, "We have Mark, $10,000 and we will release him. And if you go to the police, we will start sending you his fingers." Now, the callers were two men.
You can never, ever help hostages. Like, you can never, you gotta let them go. I'm sorry, America's right. You gotta never
in
give
Galveston
anybody
County
any
jail.
hostages.
But of course, Mark's parents, desperate
You
to
just
find them,
gotta,
giving it
you
their
can't
all.
give them money.
They wanted to believe them. Of course, then the police eventually traced the call, found the two men, arrested, and charged them. But when the
If you ever give a terrorist money, then they will always take money to take people. If you never give them money, they'll stop taking people. That's just how it is. So
police,
yeah,
when Jim Kilroy would go to the police and say, "What's
I
the
will
latest on
die.
finding my son?" They would say, "We got nothing, no cracks."
If
They'd
they come
kind
after me.
you're kind of like, maybe you might be shit out of luck. Jim, he'd be like, "Okay." Take out the flyers. He would start walking the streets of Matamoros once again. The police began to become worried about his parents' safety, that they might get in trouble, that somebody might kill them. That's how hard they were going at this. Then, on a regular Sunday afternoon, the break in the case came, in kind of a weird way. On April 9th, a man named Serafin Hernandez, nephew of the local crime lord Elio Hernandez, ran a roadblock in Matamoros. Serafin Hernandez
there
and his
so
uncle
many
Elio
cars
were
on
big
those?
into the drugs business, they were big into the cartels, and they simply, of course, did not give a single shit about any police roadblock. Now, they should have, because this was an international roadblock between Texas and between Mexico, and he just vroom, fucking dust in the air. But instead of the police chasing him down,
Yeah,
sirens
maybe
blazing, lights going
not,
off, they were
I
like,
don't know.
no, let's see where he goes. Let's follow him. Maybe he'll lead us to bigger fish. He did. He led them to a ranch, Santa Elena, just outside the city of Matamoros.
Hey, you.
Why you want to talk to me?
Yeah, you.
What's our objective?
Want thousands of movies for zero?
It was there that they
Doobie.
organized armed
Doobie,
guard
fuck
soldiers,
Doobie.
and they stormed the place. Arrested was Serafin Hernandez, his uncle Elio, a couple of other gangsters, and a Domingo Bustamante, who was the caretaker of the ranch. A lot of drugs were found on the ranch. Like, a lot of drugs. Cocaine, weed, cell phones, a lot of cars, assault rifles, the kind of things you would imagine you'd find in a cartel bust. But most interestingly, when the caretaker, Domingo, he was shown a picture of Mark Kilroy, asking if he recognized him, Domingo said yes. He said, Mark Kilroy was here. Domingo said he'd given Mark something to eat. Then Mark was taken into a shack on the ranch. He was never seen again. Inside that shack, the smell of decaying flesh was overwhelming. And they saw this. That's called a nganga. Inside it was skulls, bones.
Wait,
Sometime.
wait, hold on. What is this? What is this? Does anybody know what this is? Like, does anybody know what this is? Like, I don't. I'm not going to that gen because I know the killer's going to show up there immediately. God, I'm so good looking. Oh, they didn't go for Jane first. See me? Like, I'm so good looking. Oh, it's a blight. I got the sniper, but I don't... Wait, hold on, maybe? He goes here? Nope, he doesn't. He doesn't go there. Shit, I went way too far back. Come on, no tree shees. What are you doing? It looks like you're going for me. Yeah, you fucking bitch. I ain't no punk. Yeah, get shit on, fuckface. Come at me again, bro. Oh shit, he has. Never mind. Oh shit, I got stuck. Get that bitch back, demon! I'm so gorgeous. I look so good. Look at me. Hey, don't leave me, you bitch. I look the fuck's so up, good. Bro? I think he gave up on the YouTuber. Run, God, you saw that, didn't you? That was epic running. Plus, that guy fucked up really bad at one point in time.
Welcome to Jumanji.
I've seen a lot of things. Felt them on my face, too. I can never take that moment back. Oh, that's funny to you guys.
I mean, kinda.
On my... I hate you for making me say this.
The fate of Jumanji is in your hands.
And here we go. Camera shot.
Stop this! Stop!
Move, move.
I didn't believe you.
Mosquito. That's what you get. You laugh at me, you die.
Get the fuck out of the way.
I don't walk. Oh, I'm so big. Drive me. I'm the Rock. I'm the biggest box office movie
swear to
star.
God, I'm gonna go play Fortnite. Fuck you guys. Look at me, I'm dropping in. I'm still dropping in. I'm still dropping in. Am I still dropping? Am I still dropping? Let me, I might be, I don't think I have any. I'm playing the clown. I don't. Bro, I want to come after somebody with a clown. Please, somebody fucking come after me with a clown. You little fuck ass bitch. Let's fucking do this, bro. Let's fucking do this as the clown. I don't know. Why is this taking so long? Like, I'm hitting him. Hey, it doesn't. I don't. This is really not that good. This is not really not that good. Okay, so we're gonna. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna fucking eat that goddamn mic. Fuck ass bitch. Fucking chill out, bro. Okay, so listen. Okay, if anybody wants to play me in zero builds, I got you. You never had your car. I am definitely gonna fuck your ass up. Let me. Okay, so let me. Oh, bro, I swear to God, I'm gonna fuck somebody up. Who? Who wants it? Who wants it? Dude, nobody wants the shit. Hold on. So I don't know how you guys know how to play the game, but I play the game a little different. I kind of All right, so here's what I want to know. Can you fuck me up? Can you fuck me up in Dead by Daylight? Could you? It's no fucking. Okay, so now I'm a clown. Get out of here, bro. You're done, bro. All right. Yeah, I'm watching you, fucking rocket. Where you at, bruh? Where you at, bruh? Where you at, bruh? Where you at, bruh? Come at me, bruh. I'm higher than you. You never make this. I'm the greatest. Watch these fuckers. Look at Rocket's looking at me. No, that's me. But watch, we're definitely gonna go over here. And then we're gonna go down to that and that and that and get my fucking fucking clap these bitches. I don't have no keys. Okay. You're so stupid, bro. You're so dumb. Like, you know, you know you're gonna get whacked. Bro, where is there? Okay. Alright, let's... I gotta shoot him with this. I can't shoot him with that. There's only 10 fucking bullets. I'm about to shoot this guy. I don't need this gun. This gun is shit. Alright, we're gonna go after him. I love this build. Why was Scooby holding down up on that shit? Okay, I'm out. Good night, everybody. I don't know why Scooby